Every house has a building of Jinn. They live in the same house and do not harm anyone. Mostly, but sometimes they harm the inhabitants of the house. They do not like them and do not want them with them. They may not be comfortable with them. They are jealous of them. They hate them. No one knows why the Jinn hate them. From old to homeowners sometimes. This is what happened in that terrifying story. Joy was shining in her clear blue eyes. And the beautiful smile. She smiles on her tired lips. She does not believe herself as if she is living a beautiful dream. To move to a new spacious house that you have always dreamed of. Surrounded by green trees above which the morning sparrows and birds sing. In the middle of its entrance is a long paved corridor. On the side of the flowers, all this at an unbelievably attractive price. The house was an irreplaceable opportunity. It seems that life compensates him for what she has suffered in the past years. The woman inherited some money after her father's death and her condition changed, and she decided to buy a new house. And start a new life after suffering years. Do not forget to subscribe in the channel. And activate the bell button. To receive all new on the channel. Exhausted mother began. Sameh, who was exhausted by life and circumstances after the death of her husband. And leave her complete responsibility and children. Move her furniture, which time scolded him, but it still retains sophistication and luxury. She made a great effort beyond her energy and the energy of her 4 children. Until the dream house is complete and they enjoy comfort. After all those years of hardship and fatigue. Days and days passed, and nothing strange happened in the house. She was happy, and one day the mother was cooking in her quiet kitchen. Next to her are her twin daughters, who have completed their 4th year. The father did not see them until he died while she was pregnant with them. She was moving the pot with her cracked hand over the fire. She remembers her previous years of life and changes her situation once. And here she woke up to her daughter's cry. The child under the table was screaming in terror. The mother asked worriedly, "What's wrong, my love? Why are you yelling?" "Mama, there is a terrifying black cat under the table. I am afraid of her, the cat hates you." The mother replied with astonishment. "Where is my love?" "There is nothing, my daughter. It's under a terrifying black, his eyes are red. Mama, I'm afraid the cat doesn't love you, Mom." The mother came down to see what was under the table, but she found nothing, so I tried to calm her down. After several days, the mother woke up early. It was the time for her children to go to school, and the pain and fatigue were evident on her emaciated body. She went to rest in her bed, but the fatigue was severe, so she fell into a long sleep coma. She woke up to the sound of a quarrel between her eldest son. Cursing, and cursing with ugly words. What is this? What is happening? She only hears her son's screams. Do not forget to subscribe in the channel. And activate the bell button. To receive all new on the channel. She quickly went to find her son lying on the ground in pain. She asked in astonishment, "What's wrong with you, son? Why are you screaming and cursing?" The boy replied with annoyance and anger, "There was a thief, mother, trying to look at you while you were sleeping. I saw him, so I caught him and hit him, but he hit me hard and ran away. But I didn't hear anyone's voice but you, and you were cursing and cursing, my son. Perhaps you were delusional?" "No, Mom, I swear it's the truth, I was never illusion, I saw the man hating you and he wanted to hurt you." The mother looked in astonishment and did not reply, so it seemed that people were overwhelmed by the house, but they did not know what she meant in her life. She whispered, "I must upgrade my house and protect it with the Holy Quran from every thief." She went into her room while she was doing her housework. Here, she felt someone pulling her tightly and holding her tightly. I looked nervous, but there was no one with her at home. Not in the room, even all her children are in school. I felt scared and stressed. And she tried to get out of the room, but she didn't. She was unable to move and she felt strange touches lonely. She wraps around her feet and pins them to the ground. What a misfortune, what happens she doesn't understand. She heard a faint voice whisper in her ears, "Get out of this house. Get out. Otherwise, I will harm you and your children. You are the reason for what is happening to us. They hate you. Do not forget to subscribe in the channel and activate the bell button to receive all new on the channel." And here she was able to move her feet. She was freed from her silence and astonishment and hurried out of the room. I felt then that there is something in the house and it is not normal, she told her brothers and her brother Sheikh. He came in the evening to read the Quran and to protect the house from demons and jinn. He entered from that corridor and on its sides, dense trees and flowers wrapped around each other. In a strange and terrifying way, her brother began to read, and the place was filled with silence and calm. He finished reading it and left goodbye. And in the middle of the night, the mother and her children woke up to a very loud scream that was her eldest son. I wondered in amazement, "What's wrong with you, my son?" The boy was shaking violently and screaming loudly, saying, "They beat me, Mom. I'm dying, get out fast, they don't want you home, Mom. And in this particular room they are full of their young children. Here lives their elders and you hurt the little ones. Get out of the house." The mother responded with courage. She did not return to her before, and she will not leave after what she saw in her life. "I will not be afraid of them, because God is with me. I won't leave the house no matter how hard you try." Here, her son's features changed. His eyes began to turn red and bulging. In a terrifying manner, his body was inhabited by his tremors. He looked at her very angry and said, "You are not afraid of us. I will burn you and torture your children if you do not leave the house." She said bravely, "Yes, I will never fear you, and I will never leave," and she began to recite the Quran, and her son shivered again. "They beat my mother," and the mother kept reading. "And the boy increases his nation and his loud cries." So agonized that he could not help but cry. The mother stopped and said, "Son, put yourself on my shoulder and come and let's get out of the room." He answered in a tired voice, "I cannot. They made me a wheelchair, I can't move my feet, Mom. I paralyzed my hands." The mother looked in amazement. "Try, for God's sake. Try for me, I have no one but you and your brothers," he said with tears and pain. "No strength, Mom, I can't." I paralyzed my feet and started crying hysteria. The mother ran out of the room. And she left her son crying inconsolably. She called her brother Sheikh immediately. He came quickly and started reading the Quran. The son returned screaming and crying. He stayed like this for 2 hours and then her son got up and they all got out of that damned room. Do not forget to subscribe in the channel and activate the bell button to receive all new on the channel. And the son said to her in horror, "Mom, we have to leave the house. Especially you, they don't want you and I don't know why. You are hurting their young children." And here she shook her head in agreement, she should leave her dream home. And the next morning, they packed their bags and left the house. And they boarded the bus to blame the mother for her disappointment. And her dream shattered and wiped her hand a tear of sadness and oppression. And climbed the bus without turning behind her. And take a look at her farewell. She does not know why the children of the home age did not love her. So what did she do for them? She does not know whether because she cares for her children. She loves them madly, and what does she do? She has no one but them in the universe.